Well, Tessa, the direct battle for votes might be going on in the corridors of power in Westminster, but this is the digital front, the social front. Here we are talking about organisations on both sides spending big to try and win the argument on social media. Now, how do we know this? Well, we're talking specifically when it comes to adverts related to politics and what they call issues of national importance. And you can see, since October, the running total, over £1 million has been spent on the platform. That's cumulatively, that's everybody together, on just over 13,405 adverts at this stage. So who are the big spenders? Well, let's look at the top list, if you like. And Facebook have put this together, this going back to October. Number one, the People's Vote UK. That is, of course, a campaign arguing for a second referendum. They have spent, well, let's have a scroll along. They've spent £222,639 on ads. That's bringing you to just under 2,000 adverts. So what do these look like and how can you spot them? How do you spot a political ad on Facebook? Well, let's just show you. This is an example. This on the Facebook ad database. You can search this yourself too. It is fully open to the public. These are some of the active ads from the People's Vote, for example. You'll see sponsored. These posts will be listed as sponsored and then paid for by. This will allow you to click through and have a look. A lot of these posts here urging people to obviously get on and contact their MPs. But also, let's just go back to those the top spenders, if you like. Also in there, worthy of note, number 3 is the UK government spending over £100,000 of taxpayers' money trying to convince people to get behind the deal. But in the last week specifically, the number 1 spender is a lesser-known organisation called Britain's Future. Now, who are they? Well, they are campaigning against the Brexit deal in favour of what they call a clean Brexit, but other people might call a hard Brexit. In other words, leaving the EU on rather more dramatic terms. They think Theresa May's deal is set as a bit of a sellout, if you like. Let's just show you who they are. We don't know exactly who is behind it. We know they've spent the most in the week before, last week, leading up to this vote. These kind of posts urging people to contact their MPs to reject this deal. We're seeing a lot of this, trying to influence the vote by getting people to write to their MPs to reject the vote. We do know there's one public figure, I'll just finish on this, one public figure linked to this campaign, Tim Dawson, that's his name. He's a screenwriter, but other than that, and after several attempts to contact them, we don't really know who else could be behind this group, who've been the biggest spenders last week. But you can see here, the digital front, things are full on. So while in the corridors of power, people might be trying to win over votes, on Facebook, the argument is non-stop.